Or Isol boy. If you want to play Isol, probably Trapsol, right? That's the meme Trapsol. It's not so meme. It's actually the one that can do Trapsol the best. And yeah, and we can talk about that. But also the best way to play Isol is an hybrid one though. He does some traps, but he actually builds his mastery like other players do. And what do you have stat wise? Stat wise, you have big stuff. Big stuff because 50 is huge, is humongous. Is the biggest number here. A 58 attack stat there. And if you don't know why a big number is relevant late game, because of the mastery. Because mastery multiply your numbers here. So if you the bigger your number here at the level 18, the bigger damage you do. So that's the thing with Isol. But you start D mastery though. It's not D plus, it's D mastery. So you start a level below. So there's that too to take in consideration. Because if he was instead of D plus mastery character, it will be lower attack. That's all they kind of balance those two. They give a D plus character usually lower number in the attack because they reach the mastery faster. So that's how they kind of balance that. So D mastery on triple mastery is decent, but the kind of weird mastery though that goes what she has as an option for Isol. Because if you go bow without arrow supply is kind of crazy, but it's not as good. It's doable, but it's not as good. And we will talk about the gears too. If you want to go bow soul without ammo supply, I think the best mastery for Isol is stab or gun, but running ammo supply on Isol there. Right now, yeah, pretty much gun ammo supply Isol is pretty crazy, yeah, pretty pogs. Eyes with your red cell. You want to reuse red cell anyway on Isol, but if you have, that's why I would prefer gun. I think gun will be the best Isol mastery right now. But and for the extra craft there, you get an extra dynamite by having red cell here, and it builds into the RDX, which you can build in C4s. C4s, baby. And then skill wise, because you have one recollection, that's what you can use to if you want to, because you can fight. You put your trap on the ground, regardless of the quality of the traps. Let's say you only have a snare, which is a basic trap there. So you see it here, snare. You have that. You put that on the ground, and you do that. You do recollection, and you can fight while you have the snares on the ground. And your opponent will see the snare first, and you won't because you will avoid it for 15 seconds there. And how does it work? Because the opponent will search the trap before finding an enemy. So they will step on your trap, your snare that you put on the ground, before finding you. So they will hit the snare so you can hit them while they do the animation of the trap there. And if you're playing Trapsol, which you can do that with Trapsol. Because you can only do traps and kill people with that. But that's not the proper way to do that, and the games that kind of don't want you to do that. They want you to do a proper Isol, which is an hybrid. He has some trap, but he plays the usual game of building mastery. So, because that's pretty much what this second skill is all about too. Because it grants power to your trap, so it builds into Trapsol. But what they want you to do, they also enhance your. It also increase the mastery of your equipped weapon too when you're crafting, when you set out of traps there. So they also want you to use traps while building mastery as well. So, and if you have a double gets in for last fight there, bam. That's what makes Isol pretty scary of a character. If you're playing it regularly and you have a big trap at the hand there, you do your recollection, you do your trap, you set the trap, you do your recollection, and you fight and you win. So, because you do the big burst of damage from the traps and you do one normal hit from your mastery, pretty much. So you can burst people away there. If you are 1 versus 1 too. The more trap you craft, the more damage your next trap will do. So you can stack a lot of a lot of damage on your last trap there. And your go to finishing one is always the double guillotine. You want to finish the double guillotine in the last area. At least one, ideally two, as we said, but one with if you're playing hybrid Isol, if you're playing the regular game but building mastery, if you're playing Trapsol, ideally you want two of those because you can't do damage with you have no mastery, so you will need two at least. So that's the kind of trap you'll be building. Double guillotine as an N1. Eden Maiden is your fighting one. Your best fighting one is Eden Maiden because it does not tell you, but it also it slows whenever trigger the trap. So they search, but they also slower search there. So slow is lower search speed by 15%. That's what you have on Eden Maiden here. Eden Maiden is pretty much like a light shot there. It's slow the searching, so it's a very good one if you want to fight Eden Maiden. And the other thing you want to do as a Trapsol is put a lot of traps here. You want to put a lot of traps here because you want to deny the monk rob. You don't want people to craft the monk rob there. Patch robe, AOD suits, yeah. AOD suit is your worst enemy as a Trapsol there. So that's why Trapsol, when they are on the lobby, their goal is trying to put as much traps here because of protecting the monk rob here. Otherwise, they will have to go for the boots, the AOD boots. But AOD boots are not as effective because it's only 15%. It's not 50% like AOD suit. AOD suit is your go-to anti-Trapsol there. So that's the thing. That's usually what people do. I don't do it well as well, but that's what people do. They craft some dynamite stuff over here with the wire gunpowder. Then after that, you want to go. They usually go chapel, get some armor there with the cassock cross and possibly your gold. Get some white chalk too. That's usually the default start of a Isol trap there. Yeah, scrap metal next. Then after that you go do some scrap metal. Then after that you trap temple. C4 is usually your first traps you want to build for temple. That's what they usually craft first there. Because you start with a dynamite, you pick up, you do the double dynamite, and yeah. That's your first protection of temple. After you're done with your C4s, after you're done the 204, like, pretty much. After that, you'll switch to building some Eden Maiden double guillotine, pretty much. You'll be switching to crafting those two here. The rest, not so much. Mithril string, you can do that if you find a mithril on the ground, but it's RNG. But if you do find it's a quick trap, yeah, you can do that. Other than that, you don't do much of those because, I mean, the Mage's Roulette builds into your Hidden Maiden, so you rather have a Hidden Maiden than just a Mage's Roulette. So, if you don't have more dynamite, Mage's Roulette's pretty fine. It's pretty easy to do, so you find some kitchen knife often. Then you do some Meiji Roulette. Another thing that's then after that you build a double guillotine. Electric shock trap is doable. Electric shock trap is doable in fire station too. Sometimes you go fire station, you can do that over here. That's a decent craft you can do for building your stack as well. Because all component of electric shock trap is in fire station. So you have the battery, the water, and the piano wire there. So that's another one you can do fire station wise if you do end up over there. Sometimes you do end up over there because you want some food. Explosive trap is doable as well. You still can build into fire trap as well. That's another one you see less often, but you do see it sometimes at the trap Isol as well. Explosive trap, you do see that sometimes. Snares and glue. Booby trap, just like you use on your double guillotine for your jungle guillotine there. If you have an extra or couldn't craft any more jungle guillotine, you can always maybe craft that in the explosive traps. Get some gunpowder there. So that's what they want you to do. They want you to play the regular game, but also craft some traps, because traps gives you more mastery. Yeah, potentially. And also you can fight under the traps with your recollection as well. So you have an incentivized bonus for Isol to do traps. And same thing for the nerf on his attack, because he used to have 60 attack here at level 18, but they nerfed that because they don't want you to do only no traps at all. And they recently nerfed the Recollection as well, because they don't want you to do only Trapsol. They want you to do Hybrid Soul with that plays the regular game but also plays traps as well. Yeah, some traps. But the problem is, where do you get your mastery? If you don't get it with animals, it's going to be tough, because you don't have any built-in HP. Because usually a D mastery character usually has built-in HP recovery to make up for the fact that he started D mastery, and Isol does not have that. So if you have poor animal control, it's going to be tough on you, because you have less food than less HP recovery than other characters. So you would probably run out of food. And like I said, if I was trying to play a proper Isol, I think I would go red cell, because you have red cell for your craft. If you do end up building a C4, you have your quantum fluctuation, and you have the big power from ammo supply. I definitely want tights. Yeah, exactly. We find tights in water. Not tights, but we find snare in water area, and here we are, snares right at the bats. It's not a great weapon, but I'll take that for now. And snares into glue is something as well. So now probably will step on it unless I find it fast, but I can always look somewhere else too, so it's fine. So I also want the tights. Still shame to get rid of that. Yes. There we go. I need the wood breaker before it's too late though. Booby trap builds into Shamshir, so we'll be doing that. I guess that's a thing. It might be too late though for the... Yeah. It might be too late for the... I still need the fan. Shamshir still for the traps. Maybe a bird though? Maybe a bird for the glasses. Yeah. Fortunately, point. There will be more stream though. We will meet us each other again. Sadly, today was not the day that we could meet each other though. Yeah, I could still do it though. And same thing here. Since I need an arm, I'll take that as an arm. Oh, yeah. I was like, did I forget my attitude? No. I did not forget my attitude. Yeah, still Shane. Then after that, I need stamina. I could do stamina right now though. Stamina and turtle shell. I need more snare to build the other side of the jungle. So if I find more snare here, that's good. Because we have to build the other side of the jungle guillotine. Here's my turtle shell. While I do find more snares. Well, this one is bamboo. This one will need bamboo for it. No bear, I guess. I see you, bandages. I'll take a quick sip. Sweet sip of the bandages. I want a stamina from this guy. Still need bamboo. Ah, oh, dude, he had cigarettes too. Damn, what a mistake. I would have infinite stamina, but I took it too fast. This thing is the hatchet though. Oh. Oh no, we need the steel chain too. We need double steel chain for that. Possibly. Nope. Hospital it is. I don't need that though. Still need more steel chain. And we have Guerilla. Chocolate's good for bat. Take that. Double chocolate is even better for bats. Coffee's good. Coffee's better though. Keep the coffee. Maybe bat this time. Double chocolate. That was my own traps. Rip. Arch range. I hear noises from arch range. Nice. So Coffee want to find his friend Bacchus. It's a better armor. And now we're looking to upgrade the weapon as well while we're here. And I don't know about the Bacchus still available or not. Probably not. Need boxes for the chocolate pie? Yep. And we still need the ribbon as well. That's good damage. I need to do weapon as well. Mousetrap is fine. Do we have the AM back maybe? We don't. Rip. Rip weapon. Can't finish it anymore. So we need ribbon. We need boxes. And if we keep crafting trap, we always improve our double guillotine, right? So that's the thing too. We got some good loots from that. The elm is still possible, but I doubt it. I've salvaged it. We could be building another one now. If we're building more stuff, it's going to be smaller one. Yeah, exactly like that. We still have... Oh, we don't have piano wire anymore. Oh no. I'm dead. I couldn't use it too. Oh, God. It's my only hope. There you go! Let's go! Let's go! It was my only hope. Got it! I had to fight on the double get in there. Let's go! There you go, salvaged it.